Albis.
Yeah, Albis next. So. Albis had a bye, so he's had time to kind of just look around, see what's going on, figure out what people are doing. Hopefully he picked up on the Resolve hype. And definitely also mana regen on blue seems very good because you generally spec into kind of magic resistance there, but there's very few ability power based champions in this 1v1 circuit.
Yeah, there certainly are. And just the early CS and the wave control and stuff is so important. So if you're forced to base because of a lack of mana, that's so problematic, like even more so than in a regular Summoner's Rift game. So it definitely is coming a lot into play.
But we're not done yet, so let's check in with Ibai to see who's on stage. Spoiler, it's Albis.
Volvemos con este 1 contra 1. Y es que en el lado azul tenemos al jugador con la victoria más rápida, Karsa. Lleva 2 días calentando y está listo para su nuevo objetivo. Tenemos a Albis. Caballeros, muchísima suerte.
All right, so Albis, as you said, had that bye. It didn't work out so well for Ron OP.
Nope.
Who had a bye earlier. We'll see if he can do a little bit better for himself.
I wish Ibai would call me Caballero one day. Maybe we can get there. Maybe I should have challenged him to a 1v1.
Yeah. But then again, it didn't work out so well for Quickshot.
Yeah, but I don't play Ghost into Renekton. Nor do I have an obsession with eyeliner, so I hope that it would go a little bit better.
Yeah, maybe we can bring out the Bard.
Bard 1v1?
Bard 1v1, you tell him about it, you get the meeps, you start doing some damage.
Did they even spawn on this map? I don't even know.
You tell me, you're supposed to be the Bard expert. I guess he's a fraud after all.
A giant shell production whispering in my ears. Yes, they do, Crepo. By the way, you're fired.
Exactly. It's like at the end of The Wizard of Oz, the curtain parts. There was production telling you all the Bard facts all along. It was
actually one
truck.
giant marketing ploy. Half my salary has gone to like a marketing firm. It's like, you need Bard in your life. Okay. Anyway.
If you'd like to subscribe to Bard Facts, text 305 to Bard.
That's my next venture. Bardfacts.com. All right, we see weird bands. They may be spelling something out here, so.
All right, DAM.
No.
Twisted Fate.
So it's going to be a mirror. We know it's going to be a mirror when these random bands come in, but usually there's a hidden message in the in the bands, but I'm not seeing it. You have to go deeper.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it either.
No.
I would be pretty hyped for a Ribbon 1v1. I would be less hyped for a Xin Zhao 1v1.
I don't know. You never know.
Oh, okay, Draven. So Draven, I know if there's an enemy Draven, you can catch their axes.
Wait, what?
You can catch the other Draven's axe. I'm almost 100% sure.
Axes are neutral? Axes belong to no faction. They belong to the war.
They belong to no man, Crepo. They fight for the man who catches them. Yep. But I'm pretty darn sure that you actually can catch your opponent's axe. And you can take that away, which would be pretty hilarious.
I think we're about to find out. Do we believe, then, that this is also one of those games where the hybrid bruiser-style Draven reigns supreme? I think I've seen 1v1 Dravens where if you spec into a little bit of armor, you actually end up outweighing because like it's so physical-centric.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, it would make sense to me that if you can get it like an early cloth armor buy or something, but my guess is this is going to be decided in the first couple of levels, and we're probably not going to get there. I feel like when you agree to a Draven 1v1, you're planning on fighting.
Just pre-minions. Maybe it's like a no-axe, last hit only 100 CS game. I mean, Froggen pulled that stunt on us last year.
Yeah, that was the Zillion, right?
Yeah.
Zillion, no items, no masteries, no runes.
Final destination.
Yeah, that was Afromu in there, I think, who did fight it out against him and
poor Afromu,
ended up losing.
Got baited in, was like 5 CS off.
Yep.
Only Froggen would do that. Froggen would show up to a tournament and do that. But yeah, that was a Zillion. They actually spelled out Zillion back then in the bands as well. That's why I'm always looking for the hidden message in the mirror match. Let's see if there's any.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, we go.
Yeah, they're catching each other's axes. Look at. See, he caught them both. He has both axes.
It's over.
He has both axes.
They were testing it. They're talking to each other right now. So they're on comms, by the way, guys. They're on the same team, and. That's really cool. Sportsmanship here. Just testing the mechanic if it's true.
Yeah, so that's exactly what it is. So when you both have one axe, if you catch your opponent's axe, it's now 2-0, and the other guy is so boned. So This is definitely going to be a fun one.
All right, real quick before the mayhem starts, it is Resolve second, so 18-0-12 on the side of Karsa, and pretty standard 80 carry page. Gonna look for Albis real quick right there. He is running Resolve as well, slightly different execution of it, but also super standard page here. So they're actually just complete mirror.
It's the manliest way to play.
Yep. Your axe? My axe.
Yeah.
You do this? I do
My
this.
axe and your axe.
Yep.
What happens when you already have 2 axes and you catch their
I
axe?
think you just reset it. Because like,
I would
you can technically have like be throwing 3 axes as well on a Draven, right?
Does he just debut a 3rd hand?
It was a character from Street Fighter called?
Oh, the guy with the 6 arms
Yeah.
or whatever? Yeah.
It was me all along.
They all just start popping out.
Alright, Albis actually reached his level 2 spike earlier by pushing. And definitely got a couple of good trades in. Karsa sustaining. You said it would be an all-in, but I feel like you have so much time to opt out. Because it's quite obvious which direction this fight is going to be trending, right? That you just like end up getting out-sustained, and then you base, and then it goes for, I think, a forced all-in due to CS.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. I was just thinking more, it seemed kind of like a fun champion among teammates.
Yeah, mano a mano.
We're like a support and a jungler, let's just level 2 and then kill each other and see who wins. But it depends how hard they really want to try, right? You can have fun picks and stuff and still go super try hard.
Yeah, double cancel here. You really, in the Draven versus Draven mirror, you want to...
Oh, here we go.
Hang on. Karsa's winning early. Albis is dying. Karsa wins. I was about to praise Albis. He had relic advantage, better positioning. You want to use your E to knock the other Draven astray so he doesn't pick up his axe. But I don't know what happened there if there was a lot of minions involved, because suddenly that... Maybe it was a bad exhaust timing. You really need to go over that again, because that swung very quickly towards Karsa, and they're running identical setups, so... Late exhaust, that's it.
Yeah, it was a very late exhaust. The exhaust was even still on him once he died.
If you die with your exhaust still on the opponent, perhaps should have popped that a little early.
Maybe a little bit of an oopsie, and we can't really give him a pass because he's a support.
Yeah, we can't. I mean, supports don't really play that often with Draven anymore.
No, I'm talking about exhaust.
Oh, that way. Yeah, okay, that's fair. But you don't really know Draven damage that much, you know?
Yeah.
Usually as a support, you click it on the enemy.
You're just trying to look out for your support brethren.
Yeah.
I understand.
As you're dying, that's your dying tribute to your AD carry. You throw it on them and then you
Summoners on cooldown. Nothing I can do here. Yeah. You see it. Check. Press tab.
I know, you just like let your AD carry 1v2 versus an exhausted target, and then he gets all the glory. That's usually what you do.
There you go.
There was no AD carry.
Kana. You know, you just sit back in the bush. You pretend you're not even there.
I'm helping.
Yeah, I am helping. Yeah, there you go. I'm also getting Elo if I'm playing Janna.
Yep, and then somebody calls you, says you have no mechanics as a support, and you get triggered.
Yep. Then you bring out the Zed support. And prove them right.
Have no mechanics. People always ask me to play Lee Sin support. I'm like, no, it's not a good champion.
It's just not meta right now.
No.
Don't worry, guys. When it becomes meta, I'll be the first one in there. I'll be waking up early, getting on the servers.
Has nothing to do with the fact that it's just too difficult for me to press all those buttons at once. But anyways, that was a surprise. Yeah, from the same team. They just really wanted the best Draven to advance.
Yeah, I think it was just going to be a fun one, right? It's you're a support player, you're playing against one of your buddies, and he is just deciding to just kind of duke it out. It's works out for Karsa. I mean, he's won 2 in a row now. So turns out the buy was not an advantage for either player.
Buy was a lie, man. Definitely don't want to go for those buys. We got Reckless versus Meb left, QTV versus Maple, and